Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Blue with me, your host, John Garcia. Today, or since last time, I went back, healed up my Pokemon, bought a few new items, most importantly, I bought some, well, they don't sell repels anymore, but I bought some super repels, which will repel for a longer time, but I might as well use up my repels since, this inventory space is so limited. Urgh. Anyway, in here, you'll encounter a lot of these trainers, these channelers, I believe they're called, who are like creepy witch ladies, I guess. Okay, by the way, Ghastly has a terrible sprite in this game. That is nothing like what Ghastly looks like in any of the art for the, like the art that they released for the game. Nightshade, by the way, another one of those moves, like Seismic Toss, that does exactly as much damage as your level is. So it can be potentially okay. It's not the greatest move, though. Maybe if you have a Pokemon with very low attack power, and you need a move that'll just do a guaranteed 100. When you're at level, or, do a guaranteed amount of damage. Anyway, but we most of these channelers fairly weak because once you beat their one Ghastly or two Ghastlies or whatever, everything here is Ghastlies, by the way. Well, there's one Pokemon that's rarer around here, but I probably won't run into it since I've got my repel up. So today I'm not exactly sure what to talk about, but Kimber, stop Skyping me while I'm in the recording. I've got some events going on in my life. I was planning to do a little performance at a thing. At my school we have at our campus dining sometimes puts out we'll have people come and perform in one of the dining halls. So I emailed the lady about that. By the way, ground type, super effective against poison type. Ghastly is ghost and poison. In this game, there's nothing super effective against ghost. So, Ghastly's mostly just like a poison type. I mean, you can't damage ghosts with fighting or normal type attacks, which can get pretty annoying if you come here not properly prepared. But you can still fight them with like flying attacks or any other attack. So that I emailed the lady about performing this Friday, but she hasn't emailed me back. So I don't know about that. I mean, I got a good set thought up. I drew up some. I printed out some songs and stuff and learning some new songs and I wanna perform there, but I don't know if no one's if it's not gonna be if I'm not gonna get email back from the lady. I don't know. I'll probably just email her next week and see if I can squeeze in there. That sounded awkward. Oh, speaking of performances, my computer, I don't know why, because I didn't know why it couldn't in the first place, but for a while I couldn't do blog TV shows because my computer just wasn't going on blog TV, it wouldn't connect my webcam. But now it will. No idea why. But now I was noticing that it was acting normal again. And now I can connect to blog TV, so maybe I should have a blog TV show one of these nights. Play music or tell stories, maybe read some of the stories that I've written, because I've written some decent ones. Oh god, I gotta write a poem tonight. Speaking of random things, let's just send out Indiana. I don't know why I'm just using Onabi. Well, because he's got dig. I really should have just left him out to dig everybody. Ghastly, I'm gonna shoot you with an ice beam, but then I'm gonna hurt myself, then you'll hurt me too. No. See, here's the thing. So Pokemon gets bonuses to their attack called same type attack bonus, or stab for short, if their attack is the same type as them. So since Indiana's a water type, water types will do 50% more. But Ice Beam's still more powerful. And if you saw there, I got the freeze status on Ghastly. Freeze is bar none the best status effect in the game. It's better than in this game even than any other game. Like with Ice Beam, you have a 10% chance, but later on we will be getting something to exploit this how incredibly useful Ice is, or how incredibly useful Freeze is. When a Pokemon is frozen, they cannot act, so it's like being asleep. But also, Pokemon don't, in this game, they don't defaw naturally. Like they'll never get out of the freeze stat. In future games, they fix that. They make it so, you know, Pokemon aren't completely destroyed by the freeze status. But in this one, the only way to heal it is with a ice heal or a full heal. So you know, hopefully none of my. I mean, I don't think I'll be encountering Pokemon that can freeze me for a long while. It's kind of really bad game design to give us Ice Beam this early, and we'll get an even better move later on for freezing enemies. Spoilers, we're gonna get better moves. So yeah, there's that. Okay, wow, we're just taking these trainers out like nothing. Ghost, no, Qua. They say Ghost in all caps. If you come here before you have the Self Scope, you won't really be able to go on, because every time you encounter a wild Pokemon, it'll be a Ghost instead, and it's just Ghost in all caps. It's not Ghastly or a Ghost type Pokemon, and your Pokemon will all be too scared to move, and you have to run away. And I think you can fight your way through the tower anyway, but you won't be able to get all the way through. So that's why we need the Self Scope, and that's why Team Rocket apparently needed the Self Scope. Although, in retrospect, not quite sure why they really needed to see. Like I said a couple episodes ago, there really aren't. Oh, come on! There really aren't good reasoning behind anything Team Rocket does in this game. It's kind of ridiculous. Let's send out Smitty, right? Oh, I forgot. Ghost type is resistant. I think the Ghastly's just gonna resist Mega Drain, and I can't use Wrap on him because it's normal type. This was a bad idea. Watch, it's gonna do nothing. Well, no. I'm gonna switch anyway. Let's just stick Johnson out there, and I'll just keep going with Onibi until well, you'll see. Hopefully, I'll end the episode off with this. This episode might be a little bit longer. I don't know. I'm gonna think about doing slightly longer episodes. Oh, I gotta use Fly. No, I can use Mirror Move. Mirror Move reuses the last move used against you, by the way. But I just didn't want to waste time with Fly. I'm thinking about starting to have longer episodes, since that way, you know, I feel like I get through the game more quickly. Is there anything up here? No. But there is Repel's effect wearing off, so let's use another one. I have plenty. Money is not yet a problem. It only becomes really a problem if you use a lot of money on, like, Great Balls or something like that, because then you can't, something. You can't, you catch all these Pokemon and you're out of Great Balls. You gotta keep buying Great Balls and Ultra Balls and all that stuff, and, you know, that gets costly. But money, is a bigger issue in this game than other games, but it's not that big of an issue, and it won't be that big of an issue once we get Payday again. Speaking of which, why am I still using Schmitty? Come on. What the darn is wrong with me? I gotta watch my language. Okay, Johnson, come on. Come on, Johnson. We gotta get through with this episode. It's already longer. I mean, here's the thing. Do you guys opine, please, about, you know, whether you not, yes, I'm so good at, why are you hurting yourself, Johnson? I know you're confused, but, like, are you that confused that you're like, what? Do you want me to hit myself in the face? Is that what you want me to do? You want me to hit me myself in the face, don't you? Especially with Fly, because he gets 2 chances to hurt himself. And if he hurts himself in the sky, Fly just fails and he goes back down. So, you know, that's annoying. But whatever. I'm done fighting for this episode. I just want to show one thing before we're done. This lady will not fight you. She's sealed the space with white magic. So that's nice. It automatically heals up all your Pokemon. So that's really great. Anyway, I will see you guys next time for the rest of this tower.